Hello everyone, it's me Chris, hope you're the best day of all time. I know that I am. I am having a lonesome Thanksgiving, but again, from choice, I'm actually enjoying the day. I'm going to throw on my sunglasses because the sun and everything is in my face, and I can't see. But besides that, or I'm just getting old, I'm going blind. But besides, I'm good, But besides that, I'm accompanied by my Aganorsa leaf. This is Nicaragua Supreme Leaf. This is, I forget the ring gauge, it's not too big, but this is a really, really pleasant cigar. And a couple of things that stick out immediately for me is that I love, love, love the packaging on this. The lighter yellow with the orange and the purple, followed by that really sharp brand. Like, this is a really fine looking band in my opinion, and it's one of the best looking cigar bands I've seen in recent memory, to be quite frank with you. And that alone is appealing. But does the band mean it tastes any good? And I must say, it tastes great. So this is actually not what I normally go for. I tend to prefer something that's a little bit more full-bodied, a little bit more peppery. This one, slightly less on the heavy peppery flavor. And if you watch my videos, and you've just watched one where I mentioned that a lot of the flavor profiles of cigars, we tend to kind of be a little bit of bullshit, right? Where we kind of go over the top with it at times. I think we can. However, I can get some great flavors from this cigar, and from cigars in general. I just think that people at times kind of like exaggerate a little bit what they like in the cigar. I mean, no, I do at times, but I normally, when I have a good cigar, I just know I like it or I don't, just because I know it has a good tobacco flavor I love. I know for me personally, I love not flavored tobacco. I love the flavored tobacco. That's probably what I don't like acids really, or like sweetened cigars, sweet tips really. I am down to try putting some honey on the tip sometime, which sounds oddly homoerotic, to be quite frank. But besides that, I mean, putting sticks in my mouth, that's kind of like, the jokes kind of write themselves. But besides all that, my girlfriend will see this later. Besides that, this is a really tasty cigar. And with the good flavor of it and everything else, it's more of a medium type cigar, but it's a very pleasant midday cigar, which is, I'm smoking this at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so maybe I'm just saying that because it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon and it's midday for me. But legitimately, this seems like a good midday cigar, but honestly, I enjoy cigars most in the morning or at night after a large meal. But my favorite cigar is my pre-morning cigar, normally smoked between the hours of 5 a.m. and 8 a.m. Or an evening cigar smoked between the hours of 6 p.m. and 10 p.m. So interesting, right? So evidently I'm cutting my sleep schedule down, or I'm cutting my sleep schedule perfect. So I like to smoke a cigar, go straight to bed, or I like to wake up and smoke a cigar immediately. So like pre-coffee, everything else, just have a cigar. And so far, this is a very tasty cigar. It's funny, I was listening to a thing, so one of my friends is retiring, and so he's retiring quite early. He's about 40, well, he just turned 40, and he's able to fully retire at 40. Good life, right? Good, smart business guy, very shrewd business guy. Just made a bunch of good choices that just played out well, and he's been living up life. And we're talking about how much you need to retire and blah, blah, blah. And he was talking about the number I need to retire, and I was realizing I probably will need a larger number. I'll probably need a larger number. Let's be real here. If I'm going to maintain my cigar habit into my later years, if I'm lucky enough to get there, I will probably need a larger number for retirement. But I take that as good motivation to work hard, do everything. Or as long as I enjoy my work, I'm still doing things, I just don't have to work. I'll kind of have my pseudo retirement. It'll be very enjoyable, and that's a great thing, guys, too, for me. or a great benefit of being self-employed is that if you have a good business going and you just know how much it costs you to live, and once you get settled and you get a house and you get stuff, like you really don't have to buy a lot of new things all the time, unless you just really desire them. But generally, once you have your furniture and your home is paid for and everything else, you don't really need much else new. So generally, you don't need a huge amount to live quite comfortably, depending on the lifestyle you want. Obviously kids and everything else, so there's that as well. But oftentimes you can retire pretty comfortably with not quite as much as you think, which is great news for me. Now with inflation, we're going to see what happens, and also the price of cigars going up, we're going to see what happens. So I'd imagine this stick, which is like 15 bucks, I imagine by the time I am 50, this is going to be like $25 probably, at least. But also wages. Same thing, like 100,000 a year used to mean something. Now 100,000 a year is not, well, sadly, it's just not that much anymore. Which is a bummer, but is what it is. But back to all that. This cigar, really good. I'm very happy I bought it. Very happy it's recommended to me. Will I smoke it again? Yes, I will. Now, comparison, albeit maybe the thief of all joy, I will say that Oliva Nub I had yesterday, I did enjoy more. But that's just because I enjoy a punchier, heavier cigar. Pardon. But overall, great stick. I love it. Definitely will get again. Have you tried this? Yes, no, maybe. If you have, great. If you haven't, that's fine too. Let me know your thoughts. I will see you on the other side. Have the best of your life, amigo. All right. Bye-bye.